Let's talk about Megan's Law. Megan's Law in Pennsylvania and what every homeowner and home buyer should know. Hey everyone, Jennifer King here with RE/MAX Evolved and the Jennifer King team in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This is a topic that comes up more often than you might think, especially when I'm working with buyers who have young children or grandchildren. The question usually sounds something like this. Jennifer, can you tell me if there are any registered sex offenders living near this house? It's a fair question, and today I want to explain not only how Megan's Law works here in Pennsylvania, but also why it exists in the first place. So what is Megan's Law? To understand the law, it's important to understand the heartbreaking story behind it. Megan's Law is named after 7-year-old Megan Kanka, who lived in New Jersey. In 1994, Megan was abducted, sexually assaulted, and murdered by a neighbor who had previous convictions for sexual offenses against children. At the time, families living nearby had no way of knowing that someone with that history was living in their neighborhood. After Megan's death, there was a nationwide push to make certain information about convicted sexual offenders available to the public. The idea was simple: give families access to information that could help them make informed decisions and better protect themselves. In 1996, Congress passed a federal law encouraging every state to create its own public sex offender registry. Pennsylvania has already passed its first version of Megan's Law in 1995, and over the years, it's been updated several times to comply with federal requirements and court decisions. Today, Pennsylvania's registry is maintained by the Pennsylvania State Police. So who has to register? Not everyone convicted of every crime is included. Registration applies only to certain qualifying sexual offenses under Pennsylvania law. Depending on the offense, someone may be required to register for 15 years or for life. Individuals also have ongoing reporting requirements, including updating their address and other required information with the Pennsylvania State Police. Can anyone search it? Absolutely. The registry is completely public. You can search by address, by municipality, by zip code, county, or name. Or you can even use an interactive map. One feature I think is really helpful is that you can also sign up for email alerts. So if you're interested in a particular neighborhood, or you've already purchased a home, you can receive notifications if a registered offender moves into that area. A lot of people don't realize that feature even exists. Now, let's talk about the question I get all the time. Jennifer, can't you just tell me if there are offenders near the house? Here's where things get a little misunderstood. As realtors in Pennsylvania, we are generally not the source for that information. Instead, we're encouraged to direct buyers to the official Pennsylvania Megan's Law website so they can obtain the most current information directly from the Pennsylvania State Police. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. People move, information changes, the registry is updated. Rather than relying on something I may have heard weeks or months ago, I want my clients to have the most accurate information available. A couple of important things for you to know. First, the registry is not a list of everyone who's ever committed a sexual offense. It only includes individuals who are legally required to register under Pennsylvania law. Second, many people believe registered offenders can't live near schools, but in Pennsylvania, that's generally not true, simply because someone is on the registry. Some individuals may have separate probation or parole restrictions, but there isn't a blanket law that prevents every registered offender from living near a school. My advice as your realtor, whenever you're buying a home, I always encourage you to do your due diligence. Research the schools, research the taxes, research the flood maps, and research the neighborhood. And if Megan's Law information is important to you, and for many families it absolutely is, take a few minutes to search the official Pennsylvania State Police registry before making your decision. Buying a home is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. I want my clients to have every resource available so that they can feel confident and informed throughout the entire process. I hope this helped explain not only how Megan's Law works, but why it was created in the first place. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit from knowing this information. And if you're buying or selling a home anywhere in Lancaster County or the surrounding areas, I'd love the opportunity to help. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.